Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Alicia, if this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. Okay, so before we get into the nooks and crannies of the video, let's just address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am in my LivinFearless collection office. If you've watched a couple of my vlogs and you kind of know what this space is, for those that aren't, it's just basically the space where I have the business. So we're shooting here and not necessarily in my closets that you guys normally see me shoot. I like to say it's doing a little bit of construction outside because it's downtown Birmingham. Hopefully you can't hear that because I've like closed all the windows and stuff like that. But if you can, just try to overlook it, please. Okay, let's get into the video. All right, so I haven't done a video like this, but I really do appreciate it. I mentioned on my Instagram story a couple of weeks ago, hey guys, what do you guys want to see from me regarding like YouTube videos and then like reels? And so you guys poured in a ton of like different ideas, which I'll probably put that out there every couple of months just so that I don't want to be that person that's like creating videos just to create. I want to be able to like give you guys information or stuff that you actually want to see. So if you do have an idea about a video, whether that's YouTube or an Instagram reel, please leave it in the comments below for those that don't follow me on Instagram. And that way I could always have like content in the background about what video I should do next. So this video came highly requested. Probably because for the month of January, I did a no buy. So I didn't buy anything for the month of January. And a lot of you guys were asking, hey, well, what do you plan on buying in like February and moving forward? So this is just basically some of the higher or the more important items I intend on buying probably in the next 3 to 6 months, maybe like 3 to 5 months, actually, kind of sort of in that time frame. We're gonna go in no particular order. And if you've seen my luxury wish list, then you know that I'm literally all over the place. It's utensils and appliances and jewelry. It's all over the place. So we're gonna just go in order. I actually like to keep a list on my phone of things that I want to buy, and I'll just like add them to the list if I see them and I'm like, okay, I want that. But then after I see it all the time, I'm like, okay, yeah, I really, really want that. So like I said, we're gonna go in no particular order. I think I have, how many do I have on the list right now? I wanna say 9 or 10. Where's my notes? There, yes, I have 9 total items on the list. So we're literally gonna go in order of oldest to newest. So let's just get started. All right, like I said, we're gonna go in no particular list. I will pop up the item here so you guys can see it and also give you guys like the retail value for something that you're interested in. And then I'll also link it below once again if you also are in the mood to buy some things. So first things first, I wanna get the Samsung Frame TV. And I blame nobody other than Kiosha. If you guys don't follow Kiosha, it's busy doing me. I will leave her handle below. She does like a ton of different like vlogs and stuff. She had mentioned, it might have even been last year or the year before, about getting a frame TV in her room. And I was like, girl, what is a frame TV? And so she showed me and I was like, you don't need to be spending all that money on what looks like a picture frame. But then the more I saw it, so now I'm seeing it, you know how like you don't pay attention? It's kind of like you pay no attention to any other car until you get that specific car, and then you see that car all over the interstate. That's how it was. I was paying no attention to any kind of TVs because we were good. We had enough TVs, we were fine. But once I saw that frame TV, I then began to see that frame TV in like everybody's like vlogs. And even when I was like looking on Instagram, I was like magnifying the picture. I was like, that's a frame TV. And then it became more and more evident that I think I want a frame TV. And it didn't help that probably in the last 4 or 5 months, the TV that we have in our living room, which we got it on clearance. It was on clearance. We just needed something in the space. It's starting to mess up. So we're having to reset up the Wi-Fi every couple of days, and it like flickers, and it's trash. So I was like, all right, if we're getting another TV, I'm gonna get the frame TV. So we're looking at getting the frame TV, and this would be a buy that me and my husband would go in together, because it's in the living room. And so we realized that that space between our 2 windows could fit a 55-inch TV. And the last time I checked it, it was $1,047.99 from Walmart. But I love it because you can pick whatever picture you want. And so when the TV is not on, it just displays that picture. It's just a vibe, and I want it. Plus, it gives me space. So right now we have our TV on a TV stand, and I figured when we get the frame TV, of course, that's mounted on the wall, I have all that extra space to put decor items. So that's something that we'll probably get in the next 1 to 3 months, to be honest with you. All right, next up is a personal buy for me. And I told myself this year I wanted to kind of do more like random vlogs. For me, I don't like to vlog in my house. I'm sorry, because I'm not finna watch somebody else's vlog where all you're doing is going to different spaces in your house. I also, if you guys haven't noticed, there are certain rooms in the house, in my house, that I don't show. Like, I don't show the master. I basically show my closet, a bathroom, and then the living area. So I don't show the master, I don't show the guest rooms, and either one of them. I don't show the man cave. So there's some things I just like to keep private. But I want to get into doing like more vlogs. Like today, we have a busy day. I'm in the office setting up stuff. We have to go visit a plot of land to look at possibly building. We're going to go to dinner later. So it's days like this where I could have like randomly vlogged. So with all that being said, I realized that maybe if I put in an investment to help me vlog, then I want to get my Carsportware out of it. And you guys know that I am a big proponent of like iPhones. Love the iPhones. I shoot, I'm recording right now on one of my iPhones, but I think this year I get a vlogging camera. And so when I was researching about getting a vlogging camera, there are two people that do vlogs that I love the crisp and the quality of their vlogs, and that is Janae from Janae Daily. Love her. And then that is Monroe Steele. I think that's her name on YouTube. Yeah, Monroe Steele. And so I went into the description box, and this is the case for a lot of vlogs. If you go into their description box, it has all the details on their equipment. And so both Janae and Monroe use the Canon PowerShot G7X. So that is what I'm thinking about getting. I've had a Canon before. I'm familiar with the Canon. It looks like it's super easy to set up and maintain. And that one, they have two different prices. So I'll probably go with the newer version. And that is at Best Buy for $749.99. And I don't know about you, but if I'm spending $750 on an equipment, you best believe I'm going to be using that equipment. So I think once I make the plunge and buy that, that will incentivize me to come out with like more vlogs, and then also maybe to replace my phone so that I'm not recording my phone or using my phone to record. So that was the next step on my list. All right, this next one is actually a twofer, but we're gonna put it in one, and that is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. And I also want to get the face brush, so basically what you used to put on the foundation with. And I've seen a couple of different, like, I follow a ton of different YouTube bloggers. So I follow Jackie Aina, love her reviews. I follow Makeup Shayla, love her reviews. I can't remember which one did it, but they did a makeup. It was just like a general of them just like talking, but they mentioned the Dior Face and Body Foundation. I'm like, oh my goodness, the coverage, I love it. And so I went to Sephora and got a sample of the foundation, and y'all, this foundation covers sins, imperfections, dark spots, it's just goodness. And the only reason why I didn't pull the plug on it then was because the lady at Sephora also recommended that if you're gonna get it, you should also get the brush to match, because it kind of basically helps with that like overall glow. And I'm just a little in my feelings that the brush costs more than the foundation. So the foundation is only 40 bucks. The brush is $49.50, so I'm looking at $100 for basically foundation. That's probably something that I'll probably buy in the month of February or March, probably more towards March, to be honest with you. But so that's probably going to be one of the first purchases, just being honest. It's $100, but it's the most that I've ever paid for a foundation. And I've been told that you kind of don't use a foundation if you don't have the brush. So I want to get the brush and the foundation together. That's $100. So it's one of those where I've tried it, I loved it. If you are on the fence about anything, I know at one point in time they weren't doing them, but now they are doing plenty of samples in Sephora, and I take full advantage. I go in there, I'll take a sample of that, I'll take a sample of that, I'm sampling, because I used to just buy the stuff and it would get irritating when it wouldn't work and I'd have to bring it all the way back. I'm not doing that. Sample me. And if I like it, I'll come back. So those are basically the 2 items I plan on buying sooner than later. All right, while we're in the beauty section, we're gonna go right into the next item that I'm planning on buying, and that is the Tom Ford Cherry Perfume. And I'll pop up the picture, because the picture, I mean, it looks so sexy. Like, I love it. So it's the most expensive that I will have ever paid for a single bottle of perfume for me. Now, I have bought husband some Louis Vuitton cologne or whatever. It was cheaper because we bought it overseas, but once again, it was still about $200. I was hoping that maybe I could get it cheaper because we do plan on going across the pond in April, but I don't know how much cheaper it is because it's Tom Ford, so I don't know how much cheaper I'm going to be able to get it. So I'm going to wait to see if I can't get it cheaper over there at like one of the department stores, just simply because things are generally less expensive over in Europe than they are over here. And then I have the advantage of getting the VAT backs, which is basically the tax. So I'm going to wait until I go over there, and if I go over there and it's not that big of a difference, then I'll just get it when we come back over here. So, but I loved it. I've smelled it at Saks. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. I'm thinking about double fragrancing, so I kind of wanted to mix that with the Valentino perfume just to kind of like see what it would smell like. I really want that perfume, and I'm not really big on a lot of expensive perfume. If I get my perfume, I get some from Sephora, but if it's like super expensive, like I've gotten an Hermes, I've gotten YSL, I like to shop at places like Marshalls and TJ Maxx because they're inexpensive. My local Macy's, or one of my local Macy's stores, is actually closing, which if you live in Birmingham and you have not been to the Macy's in Brookwood, go. Like, me and my mother-in-law and my husband went this past weekend, and their jewelry was 60% off, and then you got an extra 30. I got, and I don't have it on, but I got two rings. My mother-in-law bought one. It was like this Levion chocolate little cute solitaire. It was regular $2,500. She paid $525. And then the other ring that I got, which is also a Levion, it's like a 3. It's kind of like this one right here, but it's like a 3rd band, and the diamonds are a little smaller. That one was regular $1,700, and husband bought it. This is my Valentine's gift. Husband bought it for like $469. It was a steal, and they're not closing until March. That's just a little side note for people that live in Birmingham. Go. Anyway, I say all that to say I went over there, and they weren't doing the same deal on their perfumes. And I asked, I was like, are the perfumes eventually going to go on sale? She was like, right now she doesn't think that they are, just because they can basically move those to different stores. But I'm like, you can do the same thing with the jewelry. So she just told me to keep around because they never know. They thought the jewelry wasn't going to go on sale as much as it was, and they just decided, hey, let's just do it. So I've been going, like, driving past her, especially when I go to Target, because the signs are outside. So I was like, all right, let me just check and see. So check out Macy's, child. We got a bunch of like baby stuff for one of our cousins who has a baby soon. So I got some stuff for my nephew. Check out Macy's because it's a good sale. Anyway, so that's what I intend on getting next, is a Tom Ford, basically the Lost Cherry perfume. All right, next up, we're gonna put both of these together because they're basically the same thing, and I think one of them is gonna have to go off of my list. So last year for the luxury wish list, I told you guys that I wanted a black YSL bag. I didn't have a black luxury bag. I wanted the YSL. I had never actually seen the YSL in person, but I was like, oh, it looks so good on. So when me and husband went across overseas last year, went to Greece, and then we did a pit stop in Paris, and I was able to go to the Galeries Lafayette, which is this galleria that has all these major designers in it. And so we were able to check out different stores. I went to the YSL store, and I tried it's basically the YSL Matisse bag in black. I wasn't a fan. I didn't get the fireworks I thought I would get. Like when I found the Rouge Gauche bag that I found in Greece, I didn't get hit with that same spark. And I was like, because I was going to buy it then. I was like, I hit the goal I had planned on hitting. I was going to buy it then, but I was like, I don't love it. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm paying $500 plus for any item, I got to love it, because that cost per wear is going to take a while to get there. And I was like, I don't love it. And so I was like, let me just sleep on it. If I still love it, then we could always come back before we head to the airport tomorrow. And so we just left it, and then we kept going, and then we ran across the Burberry store because husband wanted to look at something, and I went in, and I like their new design bags. So I say all that to say, I now want to get the Lola medium quilted leather bag, and that's one up here. It's from Burberry. Right now, I wanted to get the medium one, so it's on Bloomingdale's for $19.50. I'm not gonna get it here in the States because Burberry is based in London. We're set to go to London in April, so I know I'm gonna get it cheaper. So that's the one that I have on my luxury wish list. Also, speaking of black bags, I want the Pillow Mini Tabby. Here, it's only $395. Part of me now no longer wants it for two reasons. One, I already have two of the Pillow Tabby bags. I have the mini version in cream, I have the larger version in gray. And I'm like, do I really want a third of the exact same bag? That's one. Two, I feel like everybody has the black mini version. Like, I know 2 bloggers here in Birmingham that have the black mini version. 3, actually. Do I really want the black mini version? So as much as I want it, as much as I would like to have it, and it's $3.95, which is a lot cheaper than the $19. I mean, I'm gonna get the Burberry one regardless, but I was looking for something a little inexpensive to, you know, to kind of carry like day to day. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Now that I'm talking to you guys, I'm convincing myself that maybe I don't need it. And that's upsetting because I really wanted it, but I should have bought it when I first wanted it instead of waiting. And I'm like, you got it too? And you got it? I don't even want it. So those are the only 2 bags that are on my list. But yeah, the Burberry for sure. The Coach, we'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel next week, next month. Yeah, moving right along. All right, next to last, we have the, and you guys know I had to put a jewelry piece on here. You guys know, like me and the jewelry, we go hand in hand. So next up is the F is for Fendi earrings. Now you guys know that I already have the Louis Vuitton earrings kind of like this, but they're a little bigger. So I want to get these, the F is for Fendi earrings. Those are a little smaller than the Louis Vuitton earrings that I have. These earrings look so good. They're $370 on the Fendi.com website. Once again, I'm going to wait to see if they're, well, I know that they are. It's just I'm going to wait to see if they have them when we go overseas in April. And if you guys haven't seen or gotten a pattern, I like to wait until I go across the pond to buy my luxury items. I can't remember the last time I bought something luxury full price in the States. If I'm buying something in the States, then it's going to be pre-loved, probably from Fashion File or the Real, or I really like to wait. Why? Because I know that me and my husband are going to vacation overseas at least once a year. It's a goal that we set for ourselves when we first got married, and you know, no kids, 10 kids, 1 kid, we're still going to make time to go across the pond once a year. It's just something that we committed to. Is something that we love to do. We love to travel, and Europe is just, we love to vacation in Europe. So I like to get my list kind of like down. That way I have an idea of what I'm looking for over there. So like I said, they're on the Fendi website for $370. I'm hoping I can get them a little bit more inexpensive. And of course I get the value added tax back. So that is a jewelry piece that I am adding. All right, this last item has been on my list probably for quite a while, and my husband was actually going to buy them for me because I had been talking about it. But when we went to Macy's, he was like, all right, now listen, you said you wanted this, but now you over here with this ring. This is Valentine's Day, not your birthday, not a big anniversary. You better pick. And at the time, I wanted the ring so bad. I was like, oh, just get the ring. I want the ring. And so he got the ring, so now it's still on my list. And that's where I was like, I only had 9, but I had to put this back on my list because I chose a ring over this. So anyway, I have been wanting to get the Forever roses, and you guys have seen them. Like, all of the different companies have popped up where they're offering Forever flowers. Flowers last this long, flowers last that long. There's only been one company that I've wanted to buy from, and that's one of the first companies that started out. I've heard so many great things about them. They don't like, it's just a really good company, and that is the Venus et Fleurs. It's I feel like it's like French. And that is the company that I wanted to buy them from. They have them in white and they also have them in red. Thinking about getting them in red just because I like the color of red in my house lately. So yeah, that is it. I wanted to get the large square rose box, and that is $399 US dollars. $400 on a pair of roses, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. Basically 50 roses. So you're looking at almost 4, 5 dozen. Yeah, because 5 dozen, 60. Yeah, so you're looking at almost 5 dozen roses. And it's one of the forever roses. It lasts, I think they said, for like up to a year or something like that. So I really want to get them. Like I said, it was going to be my Valentine's Day gift because husband was going to buy them for me, but I got sidetracked in Macy's and I was like, nope, I want the ring. And so now I had to put it back on my list. So hopefully he'll get them. What's the next holiday that might come up? Our anniversary? I can't wait till September. I can, but I don't want to wait until September. So I'm keeping an alert on it, my shop tagger alert. Hopefully it'll go on sale or something. I was hoping it was going to go on sale for Valentine's Day, but I'm recording this on Valentine's Day and there's no sale. It's $399. So I don't think it's going to go on sale. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to take the plunge and just pay for $100 for them, but I want them and they're beautiful. And yeah, I've seen some other companies that have come up with them, but if I'm gonna buy something, I'm gonna buy it from the company that I love. And so I've heard so many good things about it. I've seen all different types of like vlogs and pictures with this particular company. So I just wanna go with this one. So last on my list, and it's $400. All right, so guys, that is it. I don't know if the construction company heard me talk about them or if it was like time for lunch. It's not even 11 o'clock. But they didn't have any construction, so I'm glad you weren't able to hear any of that. Like I said before, I'll make sure that I'll put my list at the bottom in case you guys want some inspiration, and then I'll also put the links. I am gonna do a video probably towards the end of the year or towards Q3 or Q4 to let you guys know if I've bought, what I've bought, and why I haven't or have bought it. So make sure I'll keep you guys updated on that, or maybe I'll just like put it in like a random vlog. I don't know, but I'll make sure to keep you guys updated. If you have reached this part in the video and you have not subscribed, please guys don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Also click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me. While you're here, guys, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to catch you guys next Sunday or next Monday. Anyway, later.